future feels so distant. A lot of things have changed, and few have been resistant. Adapt to be replaced and Strangers in a dark room laughing at jokes they didn't quite hear. Frosted window panes and cheap champagne, a face appears. And anything could happen in these cathedrals we roam, where shadow people dance and trade their glance and walk home alone. Staring out the window of the Roosevelt Hotel, watching Midtown empty out and a kiss of farewell. They say we come from nothing and to nothing we'll return, and in between is gravity and bridges left to burn.
Hey everyone, how are you doing? Hey, how's it going? It has been a while since I have been live. I think I've been trying to bounce between during the day and at night on my PlayStation. Um, Life's been kind of busy, juggling three kids and a business. So haven't really had a lot of opportunity to be live. I find myself busy doing other things. However, recently my job changed the hours to the weekend, Friday and Saturday, uh, Friday night, Saturday morning. So it frees up my nights a little bit, Monday through Thursday. My baby is crying. Give me just a second. Okay, like I said, I got three kids. I have a 10-year-old who's homeschooled, and he's supposed to be finishing his work right now. I got a 6-year-old who's going to be 7 pretty soon. She's out of school. And then I got a 1-year-old who'll be 2 in September. And so they're kind of in my room and playing and whatnot. So hopefully they'll stay out of trouble. If not, I'll have to go deal with them. But my work hours are now moved towards the end of the week, so my week is a little bit freer, a little bit. Still got three kids and stuff to do around the house and yard and whatnot. So we're gonna kind of play it by ear. Uh, Streaming still schedules kind of experimental till I can find a good time. Um, which is always difficult when you have kids that keep you busy. So we're going to try to be streaming around 1 o'clock, be 1 to 3, so a couple hours. We're going to try to do that Monday through Thursday. We'll see how it goes. I am thinking, if you saw the schedule I had posted, which I'm going to be changing, um, I had Oblivion on there for Monday and Tuesday. I had Evoland on Wednesday, and then Final Fantasy IX on Thursday, which we've been playing for a while. So we're going to finish that up. So in the past we've done what's called Retro Thursday, where we played older games on Thursday, and I guess it can be kind of hard to determine what you would consider retro, right? 'Cause then you have modern games that are kind of retro style as well. So we'll kind of get into it more as we're going through it. Right now we're on Final Fantasy IX, which was a PlayStation 1 game, and I think it was like 3 or 4 discs long. We've gotten pretty far in it so far. We're gonna finish that. Then we're gonna move on to another retro game. I am thinking we are going to move on to Dragon Quest III, the HD 2D version that recently came out. So it's a modern version, but it's still kind of the game is still retro. Um, and the game we're playing now is a brand new game. Well, not brand new as in this year, but it's not an old game, but it's kind of a retro style. As far as I know, Chained Echoes is the first one. There's no sequels or any series for it at the moment that I'm aware of. Uh, but yeah, it kind of has that retro feel to it, but it is considered a modern game. Now, we might occasionally on Retro Thursday play those kind of games, um, depending on what we're doing and how I'm feeling. Um, but for the most part, we're going to try to stick with games that I grew up with as a kid, like Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. So Final Fantasy, we're on 9, so the next one will be 10. I'm not going to play 10-2. I was not a huge fan. 11, of course, was an MMO. We're not going to play that. Probably do 12. I wasn't a fan of 13, so we're going to skip 13. 14 is an MMO. We might play it occasionally, but the thing with MMOs, you can play that forever, basically, until they shut the servers down. And I when I stream, I try to stream sort of like a TV series kind of thing. We're progressing and moving on in the story. Um, so not saying we won't do 14. We might play it occasionally. And then we're gonna try 15. I have it on PlayStation. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I'm a little curious about it, so we're gonna at least try it. I'm not gonna promise finishing it, but we're gonna try it, and then we'll move on to 16, which, you know, by now we're not really retro anymore, so we probably won't continue the newer ones on Retro Thursday, but we'll probably move it on to another day as we get to the more modern, uh, the newer games that come out. So we'll just probably change up and go to Dragon Quest because Dragon Quest has a series as well. We are on 3, and so we still got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 was an MMO that Japan refused to give to us. 11, and I hear they're working on a 12. So we will be moving on to other things as well. So back to Oblivion. I decided not to play Oblivion yet. So during the day, the 1 o'clock time, I plan on doing PC streams. And depending on how things go at night, around 9 o'clock at night, I'm thinking about doing some PlayStation 5 streams. Based on how my 1-year-old goes to sleep and whatnot, how late she is and how tired I am. But if I'm not too tired, I will do a stream around 9, 10 o'clock. It'd be an hour or two stream. Oblivion I have on PlayStation 5 because my computer is, I guess, considered retro now, and it can't handle it, as well as some of the other games, new games that have come out. I've had to get them on the PlayStation because the PlayStation can handle it, but my PC apparently cannot. Um, I'm still working with a GTX. I guess it doesn't have enough video RAM or VRAM or whatever for a lot of these newer games. It struggles with New World, which is an MMO. It used to be able to play Enshrouded on low settings, and now it can't. It's very sad because I was enjoying it. But hopefully at some point I'll be able to upgrade and get a newer, more updated computer. Probably not brand new, not top of the line. Those things can get pretty expensive. I am not in a place in my life where I can throw $3,000 at a computer. We're looking more between 1 and 2,000 at this point. So we'll see how things go. Until then, I'll play things on PlayStation 5. So I don't really have a set schedule for night streams at this point, but I'll probably play games like Oblivion. I also have Tainted Grail, which I've been getting into. Although I've been finding some bugs too. We can talk about that when we play it. So I might play games like that in the evening, which is why I'm changing the schedule. So instead of trying to do remote play through the PC during the day, we'll just play the game straight from the PlayStation at night. And we'll see how it goes. Had some issues in the past where it was pixelated and blurry and whatnot. So we'll see how it goes. And then y'all can let me know as we're going. But today we're gonna play a game called Chained Echoes. It's been a little while since I've played it, so I'm probably gonna have to relearn it a little bit. But it seems like a pretty good story, and I hope y'all enjoy it. And if you do, hey, hit that follow button. I can turn the music on, shall we? Which is not playing music at the moment. All right, we're gonna start a new game. I'm gonna turn my volume down. I think it's gonna wait for me. Real quick, just to let you know, you're probably noticing the camera being a little buggy or whatever. I do not have my green screen up behind me. I'm using something called Lens Prism, something like that. It's called Prism Lens. I had it backwards. Um, which kind of gives you a green screen effect, and you can even choose a background behind you. There are various ones, or you can add your own, or you can just do the green screen and not have any background at all. Um, so I'm kind of experimenting with it a little bit, seeing how it works. I'm seeing that I'm losing part of my headphones. My headphones is wanting to disappear. My chair comes in and out. Then sometimes, depending how I move, you see the background behind me. My office is in a closet, just to give you a heads up. So you might occasionally see clothes and stuff behind me. But we're going to try it, see how it works. I've seen it work a little better than this before, just messing around. For some reason today it's not doing as well, but need be, we will go back to the good old fashioned uh, green cloth sheet or whatever behind me, and we'll do it the old school way. That way it's not as bad around me. So we'll see how it goes. And I might have to adjust my webcam anyways, depending on the game and whatnot. We've had to do that before in the past with these old school turn-based games. All right, I don't think there's any voice acting in this, so you get to hear my awful monotone voice. Try to stay awake. But hey, it gives me practice reading. Okay. All right. We are in an ad break right now, and it's going to end in a minute and a half. All right. So if you don't want ads, a good way to avoid those ads is to subscribe to the channel. That's one of the many benefits that you get as a subscriber. Also, you get to support the channel and me, and I greatly appreciate your support. It allows me to do this a little bit more. All right. Um, so in the future, I know some people they kind of take a break around their ads, which kind of takes away the whole point of subscribers getting that benefit. So I'm not exactly going to do that. I'm just going to keep going. Um, so those of you who are subscribers are going to get uninterrupted. Those of you who are not subscribers, I'm sorry, you're going to get an ad. That's just kind of how the platform is set up, as you're aware. But keep in mind, I will be uploading this later on YouTube, so if you did miss anything, feel free to check it out over there. And while you're there, hey, feel free to give it a thumbs up. That way more people will get to see it as well. All right, so moving on with the game. Wake up. It's time to get up, Glenn. This is straight out of Chrono Trigger. Glenn is Frog. Mom just woke him up like Chrono and opened the window. It has some similarities, doesn't it? Look how lovely the sun is shining. It's still so early. Oh, come on, get dressed quickly. Your friends may come any minute. This tells me what buttons to push. We'll kind of figure it out as we go. I received a new quest. The Alpha, not the Omega. Leave your house. Alright, so I'm using an Xbox controller, by the way, to let you know. So the Y button opens up the menu like in a lot of other games. Alright, so formation doesn't really matter, it's just me. Okay, so the A button is the accept button, action button. You have an iron sword and an iron correct. Don't have any accessories or emblems. Inventory. We have 3 snacks. No loot, no materials, and no key items. We have no crystals of any kind. Of course, we got our weapon and our armor. Our journal that gives us our quests. The Alpha, not the Omega. The Kingdom of Hirn. something like that. Feel free to correct me if you know the proper way. Has conquered Wiernsshire. A few days ago, you have been paid to reclaim it. We don't have any bestiary yet. We have not fought anything. And then this is our save and options and all that. These are not available yet. The coast is already in sight, so stop sleeping. Huh? I'm already gonna get wild soon, so get your ass up. I said wake the hell up. Ouch. I am sorry, guys. My son has a crazy homeschool assignment where I guess it's for his PE class, where he has to weigh himself and measure his height. So if you would give me just one moment, I need to help him out with that. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Homeschool is homeschool, right? So, yeah, they wanted his measured height and his weight, and they want him to develop a food plan based on how many calories he's supposed to, I guess, ingest, which is based on his height and his weight. So his weight is like 99 pounds. And he's like 5'4". He's he's 10 years old. He's getting to be my height. But anyways, they grow quick, don't they? So, got somebody named Hein, I believe is how you say it. Do you believe this? We're on a suicide mission and he's taking a nap. No. I haven't slept for days because of this mission. I don't care, boy. Get up and move your sorry ass to the captain up on the bridge. Talk to the commander on the bridge. Alright. I'm not sure if we can search any of these boxes. I'm assuming we can definitely open chests like this. Hey, we got a snack. Oh, look at these weapons that we can't use. Get the sparkle. Money, I think. 25. What is the A stand for? We got 625 of it. But it's not really telling me what it's called. And I have to stay on the Nenrit today because I'm sick. I wanted to join the battle, but Kylan talked me out of it. He don't want to talk. I apologize if you hear screaming children in the background. This mission is total suicide. We're supposed to break through the enemy lines as a vanguard. I'm scared, Glenn. What if I'm outnumbered on the battlefield? Would I be a coward to run away? What do you think? I would run away too, to be honest. Maybe you can take down one or two. We're going to say I would run away too. He who lives to run away lives to run another day. You would? I hope I never get into that situation. I mean, what are you going to do if you're surrounded, right? You run around and change position. Now, you're not necessarily fleeing the battle completely, but you should leave that situation. Regroup. Can't talk to them. You look pale, Glenn. A boy with your talent shouldn't always look so worried. You got a couple sets of stairs. If I die, my family in Valeria will get the money. They're waiting for it eagerly. The money, of course, not from my death. Hey, Glenn, I heard your task is to break through the enemy lines with your sky armor. I guess so. I wish I had something I was good at. I'm sure you do. If you don't have something, then maybe you haven't discovered it yet. Hopefully we'll survive this mission so that I still have time to do this. The Kingdom of Tyrn conquered the city of Wyrnshire a few days ago. Now, Wyrnshire has asked us to take back the town. I think that's how the story goes. My kids, they need a volume control. They don't know how to turn their volume down. You say be quiet, and their volume doesn't change. Damn it! I told Marlock that we shouldn't fly at full speed for such a long distance. What's going on? The ether oven is about to explode. That's what's going on. Something's wrong with this thing, but I can't figure it out. Only someone with a knack for this kind of stuff could help me out. Do you want me to take a look? Ah, here's the problem. You got a clamp. Yeah, here you go. Thanks. I just need to turn it up a little bit here and a little there, then a little more here. Done. Whoa, the oven has calmed down. Thankfully, you're even better at flying sky armors than you are at handling repairs. Otherwise, I would be out of a job. Here, take this as thank you. It will help you on the battlefield. Hey, we got some sweets. Our chief technician is a slave driver. Nobody likes him, but he gets along with you. I wonder why. An angel wing. Angel wing, a way to revive, maybe? So that heals. That restores your magic or ability points. And yeah, angel wing revives. Makes sense, right? Still learning some of the buttons here. So I can make the quest appear by pushing a button. Pretty cool. I can move the camera a little bit. Look at that. Let's talk to this person. Just because our name was dragged through the mud by those miserable baboons of Armand, we now have to go on this suicide mission. If we survive this, we'll get back at them. Those are the sky armors. Sky armors are in perfect condition. Make sure they stay that way, Glenn. Look at these babies, Glenn. Aren't they great? Is that dynamite? I've been saving it for a mission like this. Aren't they dangerous? Dangerous only for the enemy. I know this stuff. It'll be fine. Think you might hit our own men. Alright, forget it. I'll leave it here. I didn't go upstairs and talk to the other person. Oh well. All men in battle positions. This vanguard will not sink into the ocean. Glenn, our ace pilot at last. I'm sorry. Too late for apologies. We're reaching the coast soon. Glenn, Kalen, you take the sky armors and go ahead. We'll follow you. Yes, sir. Our goal is the Opus Stone. It feeds the other cannons with energy. We smash that thing, clear the way for the rear guard. Understood? Yes, sir. Har, har, har. Our client doesn't think we'll survive this. Lured by the promise to pour gold around our families after our deaths, we took the job anyway. But we will show them that we can survive. We will not let our families spend our pay all alone, right? To the Band of the Iron Bull. The Band of the Iron Bull. What? So soon? Their cannons shouldn't reach us yet. Cursed. Tyrenians. I wish I knew how to pronounce that. That's the good thing about voice acting. Is you don't have to pronounce that. Give me a little second here. I want to move my webcam. We'll probably do this a few times until I find a relatively good spot. Also shrink it a little bit too. I'm not that pretty that I need to take up the whole screen, right? Are you ready, partner? I think so. They look like they're good friends. Hey, Kalen, do you believe we can succeed? What are you talking about? Of course we can. Are you getting nervous? No, I mean, maybe a little. Don't worry. We'll go in, smash the Opus Stone, and get out. The rear guard will handle the rest. Yeah, sounds easy. Normally we would have to work 3 years for so much money. What will you do with it all? I'm not sure. I have a wish, but the money probably won't be enough. Come on, tell me. I always wanted to have my own sky armor. That's nice. What would you do with it? Surely it's not simply for taking walks on a nice day, right? I don't know. I would probably do the same as before. Sky armors exist for battle, after all. I could tune it up and work on it on my own, though. Could be anywhere in the world, and yet you choose the battlefield? There's nothing else in my life since you rescued me back then. This mercenary band is all I have. You, however, have a family and a home. What would you do with all the money? You know that I'm not here for the money. I would choose the battlefield as well. There's still a long way ahead until I reach my dream. Looks like we'll have to put up with each other a little longer. If we survive this. What can go wrong with our ace pilot, right? Alright, you two, enough romantic talk. You ready to go? Godspeed, Glenn. Watch out, Glenn. The enemy is sending their own sky armors our way. How about a demonstration of your skills, Glenn? I bet you can take them down on your own. What? Battles are turn-based. You and your enemies take turns choosing actions. The order of each turn is displayed in the top right corner. Yeah, we pretty much know that. The icon next to the skill, okay. Alright, so we have a few things here. We can attack. We can use Piercer, the single physical blow, and then we can also do poison. And he has a strength and a weakness. So it looks like he's weak against wind and strong against earth, maybe? Do a normal attack. Also poison him. We have a gun too. We use a gun to poison. So it just randomly switches between the gun and the sword. Ah, they're no challenge for our ace pilot. We shouldn't fool around, Kalen. Well then, get ready. Here comes a new challenger. It's Kylan. We'll poison him first. Is there like a way to switch back to the sword? I don't see a way. That's it, Glenn. Now on to the Opus Stone. Whoa! Look out for their cannons. Damn it! We didn't even get to see him fight in his sky armor. Kylan! That's what happens when you don't pay attention, guys. You alright? Of course not. The sky armors were our best chance to reach the Opus Stone. As long as we still have legs to walk and arms to wield a sword, we will not give up. It's about time that you get to know the battlefield outside your armor. You had enough training, but here on land you'll follow me, understood? Yes. We will fight our way to the Opus Stone on foot. Once the stone is shattered, we can wait for the rear guard. Alright, let's have a look at him. So he's got a two-handed sword. Okay. Keep an eye out for some loot. Ignore the battlefield, Glenn. Let's take this way. Climb up. Save it. And. Alright, so that is the other game that I played personally. So we'll save on this one. Alright, so we cannot go any further. We have to climb up here. More money. Money's a good thing to have. Alright. We got cross slash and armor break. So it hits everybody, that's why. We go. I want to say that they auto heal outside of battle. My memory's. As you can see, there's no hit points that they're showing. Alright, we're going to do an armor break. It looks like he's got a shield. He might have stronger defense, and he's got a defense buff as well, and he's a commander. And there he goes. It looks like we're going inside. There's treasure. More snacks. It's the whatever. No way. Focus on your task. I bet the others escaped in time. But how are we going to get out of here if our ship is destroyed? Can't read the letter on the table. Another commander. Break his armor. He just buffed up again. Oh, let's break it again. Alright, it's a good thing I went up here. We would have missed a snack. Can't miss the snacks. Hey, how you doing, Valerian? Welcome, I hope you're doing well. Glenn, Kylan, you're both alive. You seem fine as well. Yeah, after I was hurled from the Gurninrit, however you say that, I found myself in between the enemy lines. I followed your advice and fled from the enemy. Thanks for that. I'm alive. Once I've regained my composure, I will join you again. Here, take this with you. Guess I gave him the right advice, huh? Watch out, Glenn. That was close. More of them, get ready. There are too many. Need a hand? Yeah. Commander. Let's show them the power of the Iron Bull's mightiest team-up. The overdrive bar is the core of the battle system. The bar has 3 areas, yellow, green, and red, representing the state of the party. The cursor shows the current position on this bar. Almost every action moves the cursor to the right. The small cursor shows where the cursor will jump to when choosing an action. In reaching the green area, the party is warmed up and is in perfect synergy. This is called overdrive. In overdrive, the party takes less damage, deals more damage, and most importantly, only needs to spend half the amount of TP on skills. Always try to stay in overdrive. Eventually, the party will reach the red area and become overheated. This will let the enemy deal massive damage to you. In order to stay in overdrive, the cursor must be moved back to the left. This can be done with one of the following actions. Ways of lowering the overdrive bar. While in overdrive or overheat, the icon will appear in the box left of the bar. This icon represents a skill type. The number next to it shows how many turns the party has before the skill type switches. Using a corresponding skill will make the cursor jump to the left by a great margin. Skills of the corresponding type are also marked yellow. Switching out characters in battle, more details later. Use the defend action. Use an ultra move, more details later. Actions move the party's position on the overdrive bar. Try to reach and stay in the green area. Overdrive effects, damage dealt is raised. Damage received is lowered. Skills cost half TP. And then overheat affects red area of the bar. Raises the damage received, stay out. Use different options to make the cursor move back to the left. Alright, right now we are in yellow. This only hits 1, but it doesn't... It's moving us towards green, which is a good thing. Alright. Poison Smash. Inflicts poison with a potency of 25 for 5 turns. Can't be resisted. Magic attack that hits all. Take that. Alright, so it wants us to use magic, which is what this is, for 3 rounds. Alright, so we don't have magic, but we're still in the green, which is a good thing. Alright, we can use Water Prison. Alright, now it wants us to do healing magic, which we need to anyways for Glenn. Alright, so I don't have any, but we can increase our defense here. Should have done that earlier. Looks like it automatically goes to the person that needs healing. If we can use that. So you live. Barely. Fools, the Sky Armor were our biggest hope to end all of this quickly. We didn't stand a chance. They call you an ace pilot, and yet you can't even... Shut up, both of you. Save your strength. Stone is near. We will fight the remaining foes on foot. Oh, Sky Armor again. This is bad. No choice but to fight it now. Ooh, a big boss fight. Don't worry, Commander. Guys, we will deal with it. You go and destroy the stone. Stay alive, you hear me? Of course. This is my youngest right here. This is Samara. He managed to sneak in. Say, hey, Samara. Hello. No, I seem to think the last time a child was on my lap while I was live was my daughter Karina, who's going to be turning 7 here soon. But they look a lot alike. They really do. Sorry about that. So the enemy has reached the stone. I'm sorry, my lord, but casualties were... Spare me the details. Everything is going according to plan. Time for the final act. Dum-dum-dum. The Opus Stone. Once it is destroyed, the ether cannons are out of fuel. Must be Egyptian or something. Looks like Anubis. Your assault ends here, fiends. The Sky Armor again. That means the others are... I remember that Sky Armor now. That's... Wien. A famous Doppel-Sodner. I'm horrible with names. And I know of you as well, Band of the Iron Bull. What madness has befallen you to take such a mission? What did Gravos lure you with? With gold they do not possess? Do you even realize what you're dealing with? We need to get past him, then we smash the stone. Not if I smash your skulls first, you fools. Oh, shit. Gotta make sure we don't go into red. You have to defend to keep it in the green. Or overheated. Defend. He's out of TP. Can't use motivating words, so he's gonna have to defend. That helps some. Oh, I think we got it. We did it! Now for the Opus Stone. No! Commander, Kylan. Opus Stone, what have they told you? Glenn, smash it. Stop, boy. No Opus Stone. It's not fueling anything. Don't listen to him. Go. Fools, the Grimoire. Oh, what's this light? Ooh, what is that? Volandis, a continent with a proud history of over 3,000 years, once it was home to the magical city of Nysa, center of magical teachings, but since its downfall, Volandis has been consumed by war. For 6 generations, 3 kingdoms have been battling for domination. In the north, the kingdom of everlasting rain, Hirn, the greatest harbor in all of Volandis, Barnsport, and its kingdom, Escania, in Nia, to the south. Finally, in the east, the proud nation of Gravos. In 806 of the 7th era, Hirn conquered Gravos. A few days later, during an attempt to reconquer lost territory, the greatest accident of the war occurred. A powerful explosion engulfed the eastern part of the continent. Tens of thousands of people died. A weapon that could cause such destruction remained unknown. Since none of the 3 kingdoms admitted to possess such a weapon, fear finally drove the rulers to sign a peace treaty. This ended the war after 156 years. In 807, 1 year after the signing of the treaty, a celebration was held in Farnsport to mark the anniversary. There he is, Rob. I was not mistaken. Look for yourself. Sitting right in the tree close to Lady Ornella's root. I do see him, but maybe he just wants to get a good look at the parade. He wouldn't need a sword for that. Also, they are forbidden during the festivities. Are you sure that is a sword? I can hardly recognize it. Rob, as exemplary members of the City Watch, it is our most urgent task to pursue this. But we are supposed to guard the castle today, Princess. Her true identity is Princess Celestia Valkyria of Hirn, sister to Prince Frederick. Shortly before the end of the war, she fled the castle to see more of the world, as well as her people's struggles, worries, and hopes. In order to become a better princess to them, after a chain of events, she ended up as a guard of the City Watch for Tyrn's enemy's kingdom. Rob, don't call me that. Ah, forgive me, your Rob. Sorry, Lene. I guess that's how you would pronounce it. Heir to the house of Rymir, Rob grew up as a ward in the castle of Tormund, together with Lene. Once he learned that he planned to flee the castle, he insisted on tagging along, for well-being is his highest priority. It is a miracle that we have not yet been discovered, if anyone here finds out who I am. Anyway, let us make haste towards the west gate. Anon. Let's hurry? Let's hurry to the west gate. For defeating bosses or finishing special tasks, the party will gain Grimoire shards. Owning a Grimoire shard is similar to a level up. You can use it to strengthen your characters. Gaining 1 shard allows all party members to make use of it. In the Learn Skill menu, 3 types of skills can be learned. Action skills can be used in battle by selecting and spending TP. Passive skills are automatically active in battle. And Stats Boost raises a single stat of a character. While Stat Boosts are automatically added to your character's attributes and are permanently active, action and passive skills need to be equipped. This can be done in the Set Skill menu. You can use skill points in the Set Skills menu to level up your action and passive skills. By defeating enemies, you can receive SP. Every skill a character has currently equipped will gain SP. Additionally, every character will accumulate SP that is placed into their own private pool, where you may distribute freely to whatever skill available for that specific character. Alright, so she uses a spear, and he uses a bow. Okay, looks like she's got light armor, and he's wearing clothes. Skills. Learn skills. Alright, so she has 1. I think she already have cleanse? Or is that just saying which ones we can do? Maybe she has wind throw. Alright, so the stars is what she's already got. What doesn't have stars, she don't have. Alright, so she's got some attack stuff, action stuff. Look at passion. Passion. Passive. Deals 10 more damage to a flying. Raises TP. Resistance. Then you got hit points up, magic up, attack points up. Let me look at the character status would be nice. Let's see. Is there a way to do that? Okay. She has 83 hit points, 111 TP. Her agility is the lowest. Was there anything for agility? No. Let's do blind resistance. Enemies take 1 turn longer to apply this ailment for the first time. That doesn't seem very much worth it, does it? I see, it would make more sense if it was 15%, like the wind resistance. Alright, let's do... How much was her health? 83 health, tax 24. Additionally, the following stats have been risen. Look at that. Alright, so he's got poison and power. Reds targets poison to all enemies. Inflicts physical damage to an enemy who attacks the target. There's agility up for him. What's his stat? Magic is the worst. Then agility. Alright, so his agility should have went up. It went up a little bit. Probably like 1 point. Her attack went up a little bit. Alright, we are going to save. See any treasure up here? Can we drink some water? Down the stairs we go. Alright, so it appears we can only go in doors that have that green arrow. Can't go in any other door. I'm baking pastries to sell to the people. You want to know the secret ingredient? It's wood. You don't believe me? Whiskey gets its flavor from wooden barrels as well. And don't forget, Crescon cheese pressed through wood. I use it as flour for these pastries. Alright. How would you like to eat some wood pastries? Which way do we want to go? Can't talk to him. Here we can go in to this door. So it looks like we're going down. Oh, looky here. Money. First feast. Something the matter? Oh, it's you two. Oh, I'm just so very disappointed by this view. All this is so wrong. What do you mean? 6 generations. That's how long this war lasted. I'm 72 years old. Even my great-grandfather was born during this war. This country has known nothing but hatred and pain for a very long time. But yet, look how forgetful these people are. They cheer their fellow countrymen's murderers. If forgiveness is the price for their dream of peace, they seem willing to pay it. People have paid higher costs for their dreams. After all that's happened during the war, forgiveness is not a cheap price to pay, Linné. But this might be something only we elderly can understand. I'm sorry, ignore the ramblings of an old man. Linné. If it isn't the greatest pilot in all of Estonia, this is the first time I've seen you in a fancy uniform. Terrible, isn't it? Linné, our child was born this morning. It's a girl, the most beautiful girl in the world. That is wonderful. How's Gabriella? Excellent. Only because of you. They are both doing well. If you hadn't brought us the medicine, I gladly pass on the thanks to my grandmother. She knew a lot about medicines. It must have been fate. Her name is Aurelia. It is an old Vacian word for peace. My first daughter was born during the war, but Aurelia has a chance to experience a time of peace. The horrors of war shall remain unknown to her, and I'll do everything to keep it that way. Ro? Remember, you saved the lives of my wife and daughter. I'm forever in your debt. There you are, Ro. Lady Lenya would like to meet our most famous pilot. Follow me. Oh well, obligations. If it benefits peace, I shall even act as a showman. Until then. I don't know the reasons, but some people are planning a riot today at the east gate of the palace. We stole his money. He didn't say anything about it. Puppy! Barnsport isn't called the Dancing City for nothing. Long live our freedom. Oh yeah, that's the beat. Goodness. We should take a cab. It is faster. Cabs are a practical way to get from point A to point B. Barnsport is huge after all. Okay. Eye drops. The war lasted for over 150 years. Now only 1 year has passed since the peace treaty, and everyone here seems to have forgotten the atrocities of the Tyrn. Tarin. Maybe it's Tarin. He didn't like that. The cat did not like being pecked. Keeps a snack in their wardrobe. My husband's wounds from the war have not yet healed, yet the former enemy is already celebrated within our own walls. How can the Chancellor allow this? Another snack. We cannot pass here. Alright, so we can't go there. We've been all over there. They're not going to let us down here either. Can I go this way? So we have a door over here. We have a door over here. Which one do we take, or does it even matter for that? Let's find out. We'll go in this one first. He's not talking. So maybe we need to go to the other side. Maybe those arrows mean that's the direction it goes. Well, no, this is the same. Oh. I don't know. Oh, there's no train on the other side. That would explain it. Do you want to leave the city? Yes, please. Alright, so we've left the city. We apparently found somebody who's in a tree or something with a sword, and we think they're up to no good. What do we have? We have a Pigir. A Pigir. Why do we have the bowman in the front? Yeah. Whirlwind. What's that? Take that, sucker. Burn. Ah, he's weak against fire. Oh, we can do an ultra move. But I'm not going to do it on him. He almost did. Go ahead and do a save. Alright, which way do we want to go? Well, it doesn't look like we can go down, even though there is kind of a path here. Like there's something there, but I guess it's just the rock. Alright, so I guess that means we go this way. There's a frog. Look over there, Rob. That's the person I saw earlier. He does indeed carry a weapon. Let's follow him. Hey, ducks. Ooh. There are a lot of people here. Maybe I can sell a thing or two. Let's see. You got snacks, panacea, alarm clocks, antidotes, revives a character. Alright, well, we don't want to buy none of that. Oh man, I can't see Lady Arnella's convoy from here. I wish I was younger so I can climb up the cliff here and get a better look. Oh, I guess I'll have to do it. Beware of goblins, it says. a bug with punching gloves on. All right. So I noticed that my face is covering up some important information here, so we're gonna probably have to go up here. Go up right about here. I think that might be good. Alright. We have a bug. A box fly. Weak against wind, I'm assuming. Let's try fire while we're at it too. Missed. Maybe we can poison it. Nope. He's not doing so hot with it. Wow. He just pummeled the shit out of her. And he evaporated. Alright, we can keep going that way, but what's down here? The beach! And it looks like we can go this way. We have like two options here. Oh, look at that. And a snack. We definitely got plenty of snacks. Well, the bug did not respond yet. Guess we're going under the waterfall. The cave. Got two enemies over there. Can't go any further. Alright, so I know the pig is weak against fire. Maybe we should try our ultra move, but I was trying to save it for like a boss fight. You're gonna need a snack here in a minute. Do a normal attack on the pig. Alright. Thought I saw Oblivion on the schedule. Did that go like all other Bethesda games or break your save or crash? No, I was planning on it and I was thinking about it. I sat here and I was like, I have Oblivion on my PlayStation. And in order to stream on my computer, I use Remote Play. And so I was thinking, maybe what I should do is stream something else during the day on the PC. Game that I already have on my PC. And then maybe when I'm able uh, to do another stream at night on the PlayStation 5 playing Oblivion. So at the last minute, I made a change. And so we're playing this today during 1 p.m. stream. And then tonight, if I'm not up too late with the baby and I'm not too tired, I'm going to try to jump on the PlayStation and we will stream Oblivion. So I'll work on a new schedule for that. I can't promise that I'll be live every night. It will be based on how tired I am. Because I don't think you want to sit and stare at a screen because I've fallen asleep while playing the game, right? There's been a few streams where the eyes were getting kind of heavy. I also want to try to stream some Painted Grail as well. I have that on PlayStation. It's similar to like Elder Scrolls, probably a little bit closer to the original Oblivion. Kind of old school in a sense. It has some bugs, like Bethesda games do. But I don't know how much experience the game developers have. But besides, the frequent or occasional bug, it's not too bad of a game. Story is kind of interesting. It's a very dark game. If you haven't played it yet. Oblivion has some bugs in it as well, but not too bad. There's some things that are a little bit annoying with Oblivion. I've been playing the remaster optional. So I was playing a personal profile, not a streaming profile or a character, and I got bit by a vampire. Or, the ability that the vampires use. They don't actually bite you. And I couldn't get any cure disease. That's the way you get away from turning into a vampire completely, is you use a potion to cure disease. But I couldn't find any for sale or in any treasure or loot anywhere. And so I ended up sleeping and turned into a vampire and have vampirism. But on the other token, you can't see that he's a vampire. His eyes don't really look any different that I can tell. Other than he's got weakness to fire. He's now smoking when he's out in the daylight. He's kind of smoking. Although I've noticed a bug. At nighttime, he's still smoking. I'm not sure why he's smoking if he's not in the sunlight anymore. So the only way for me to get cured from vampirism is there's a quest for that. I got to go see somebody in Skingrad. So that's a little bit annoying. They should give you more cure disease potions in the game. Oblivion is one of those games you really needed to play at release to have a nostalgia for it now. Yeah. And that's probably why a lot of people played it. I haven't played the original Oblivion in like forever. I think part of my issue that I have with games like Elder Scrolls, Fallout, is I tend to do more exploring than following quest lines, which can get you into trouble because then you end up skipping parts of the quest line and find out things you're not supposed to know yet, or you're not supposed to do yet. Um, the one thing about Oblivion, for example, and there's tons of videos that can tell you how to become overpowered. Not too far from the starting area is a ruin where you can get Umbra. Basically the strongest sword and armor in the game. And you can get it at level 1. You just got to stand in a certain area where she can't hit you, and then just keep shooting her with arrows and magic. And you won't even get hit. It's easy. You know, I have a little issue with that because I'm like, you know, I grew up playing these kind of games, turn-based games. You start off weak, you fight battles, you strengthen up, you buy, you know, gear, and the gear gets stronger as you're going through the story. But when you have an open world kind of game, you can get, you know, the strongest weapon and armor in the game at the very beginning of the game if you go to where it's located at. Which I guess in a sense is realistic. But then it also makes me kind of feel bad because it's like, well, I never got to use the other stuff. You know, like Final Fantasy IX, we'll be playing on Thursday. Each weapon has a set of abilities that you'll learn as you're using the weapon. So it gives you, it encourages you to use weaker weapons to get those abilities. Even though you might have 3 other weapons that are stronger than it, you keep it until you learn that ability, and then you move on to the next one. So, yeah, I mean, I kind of have mixed feelings about that. Oh yeah, Skyrim, you have no problem buying cure disease potions. They're everywhere, you know. So you don't have to worry about accidentally becoming a vampire because you have that potion. In Oblivion, it's like I've had maybe 1 or 2 that I've had, you know, overall, and it's like, where are all the damn potions? I guess probably what it is they want you to figure out how to make it yourself. Which I don't think I've done yet. So, but the game is still fun. You know, depending on, you know, your play style and whatnot. The streaming character I have is an adventurer. I just did a custom job class. And why not? I mean, you're an adventurer in Skyrim. I used to be an adventurer like you, but then I took an arrow in the knee. But I will be honest, spoiler alert, most people have played Oblivion at some point. I've never finished Oblivion, let alone played the DLCs. I have a little bit of a problem, with the fact that the main character of Oblivion becomes Sheogorath. And from what I've read, the Sheogorath in Skyrim could very well be the main character in Oblivion. I have a little issues with that because, you know, the Daedra are supposed to be crazy demon gods or whatever, okay? And so you're a hero and a main character and you become a evil demon god. A madman, let alone. So out of all the Daedra to become, it's kind of crazy that you become Sheogorath. But I don't know all the details on it because I haven't gotten that far yet. Alright, let's kill this box fly, shall we? He, for some reason, can't hit the damn thing. He's flying. You would think that a bow and arrow would hit him. And it finally did. Look at that. A slimy worm. Can I go fishing in this? Ooh. That ain't creepy. Hermina Caves. Hey, I see some fish. Another earthquake. We have never had as many as in the last moons. And yet those were only small ones. People say that a massive earthquake is imminent. One as big as the one that devoured Nasa. Nisa. Yeah, that place. Do you think these ruins are from that time? From the time of Nisa? Maybe. Many castles and watchtowers sank into the ground during that time. Once they were home to loyal soldiers, today they offer shelter only to rats. By rats, I mean them. I'm telling you, we should get out of here. These ruins only bring bad luck. Everywhere you look, there's goblins, filthy creatures. Well, if you were chased out of your home, you wouldn't be any nicer than them. Their home? Don't make me laugh. 2 years ago, there were no goblins here to begin with. I have no idea where they came from, but they don't own anything here. I'm not going to be exploited by those fine gentlemen up in their castles, only to be robbed by these creatures here underground. Come now, save your breath. You don't have a choice anyway. This world be damned. Our target is not here. We must have gone deeper. He must have gone deeper into the cave. At least you were right. They certainly look like robbers. The question is, what are they planning? That is what we need to find out. Fish! Well, we can't get that. We have to find a way to go underneath. Well, you're about to take on the robbers. Why don't we poison the other one while we attack the other one? Maybe they prefer to be called Bobs. Yes, Bobs. Alright, let's burn them. Can probably just do a regular shot. Alright, let me have a look at formation here. I want to remove from party. It looks like I can't set. This is inactive. And this is... Wait a minute. Oh, I didn't want to do that. They're linked together. Now, what does that do? Let's find out. Door's locked. We need a key. Alright, before we go that way, let's see what's over here. Nada. We have to go this way. A goblin? I guess I'm fighting by myself. I guess when the one in front dies, replaced by one in back. You are probably right. So I probably should not have done that, huh? Oh, ouch. Well, maybe we'll get a chance to find out. Yeah. It would have been nice if they would have like had a hint or something about it. You know, I don't even think there's an option to run. Aha. Alright, well, let's fix the formation. Alright, I was hoping I could like change, you know, forward, backwards in the formation. Because it doesn't make sense to have an archerer in the front line, you know? But apparently they don't have that set up this way. Alright, well, let's try it again. Give me just a second. Alright. We gotta kill these things here. Ah, I healed them. Got him. That poison helped. Alright, and they're automatically healed, so I don't have to worry about that. Antidote, that might come in handy. Down here. Oh, we can get that treasure. Look at that. Oh, I should not have done that. I didn't get the key. One big fish in there. All right. Extreme elemental rainfall deals high non-elemental magic damage to all enemies. Do it! Wait, look at that. I don't know. Do you think we can kill him? Not yet. Probably now, though. Boom. Do a water thrust. I haven't done that one yet. Poison bee. Look at that. A key. I wonder what it can open in here. Mania Cage. Now we can go down here. All right. What is in that locked cabinet? Looks like a cabinet to me. What is in it? We will find out next time. That's all the time I got for today. We'll try again tomorrow around 1 o'clock, and we'll play some more Chained Echoes. Then Wednesday, Wednesday we'll do some Evoland. So if you want some nostalgia, then that's probably a good place to go to watch some Evoland. And then Thursday, we'll be back on Final Fantasy IX. Keep in mind, I'm going to try to stream at night some. It'd be around 9, 10 o'clock at night on the PlayStation 5. I can't promise every night at the moment. We will do some Oblivion, maybe some Tainted Grail. We'll see how it goes. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that follow button if you want to see some more. I will be uploading this over on YouTube, so if you did miss any because of advertisements or whatnot, feel free to watch it over there. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank y'all for coming. I hope y'all have a nice
As summer fades
Want to say thank you, Valerian Gamer, for that Prime sub. 17 months. Look at that. Appreciate your support. It's been good having you around. Appreciate it.